place. It's one of the bigger sugar makers there is in the state. He's so big he's got his own factory up in the town of Morristown to process a lot of syrup that he buys from other people that boil. Pretty well known in New England. Makes a lot of candy. Ships all over the world. Yeah. Good old maple syrup. There, don't want to waste all my film. Take too many pictures. Yeah, remember when we used to have to wind that film over to get to the next slot? I used to develop my film years ago. It was all black and white, but I had a crime scene lab that I used to process the stuff in, and did all my crime scene photos in it. Back then, them old big old cameras were quite big. Had them big old flash bulbs in them. They must have weighed 20 pounds. Not something you just carry around too easily. Hollow Road. If you turn right up there, I used to have a camp that I had for many years. My kids grew up there, and we had a sugar house up there. We'd go up there every weekend, wherever we could. Cut wood, got ready for our sugaring season. I think back then we were only tapping 250, 300 trees, but had a lot of fun doing it. Yeah. Bring some hot dogs and some eggs and stuff up with us. Used to cook my hot dogs right in the sap when it was boiling. Boy, those things taste good after you boil them in sap. But I like a good hot dog, that's for sure. Wife was one of those vegans. And she never did learn how to cook. She always bited. Of course, I'm the cook in the family, but she'd always eat all that grass. And I'd say, well, I'm going to have a steak. I don't care. Or pork or something. I just need more substance than eating those grass hamburgers. But it is what it was. You wouldn't eat food out of the same frying pan you were cooking in if you had meat in it. was a fussy woman. She always said, well, you didn't marry me to be your cook. And I said, yeah, you got that right. You can't even boil water without burning it. But we spent 38 years together, so. Then she traded me in for a younger model. That was 15 years ago. So I kind of gave up on the women. Decided to be alone. I don't regret it at all. Seem to have more money now than I used to. I don't know. Let's just say I had a lot of money back then, but I used to spend it pretty damn fast. Good thing I had money, or I don't know if I could have supported everything that we were doing, but I did it. Now I just support myself. Unless I could find a lady with a nice boat. If you do, you can send me a picture of your boat and I'll let you know. Now they do grazing cattle, so they don't do sheep anymore. Nice place though. Sits right at the base of Butternut Mountain. It's got a little sugar house right there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is. It sells a little bit of maple syrup. Top of the hill here. Cute little fellas, aren't they? There. I know a guy who lives there. He's an army veteran from many years ago. Got a nice barn over here on this side. Yeah, keeps his place pretty nice. Got a beautiful pond over here. I don't think you can see it, but a lot of ducks in it. Some real quackers. I can already see the tint in the trees up there on the hills. You know what that means, don't you? Means 8 feet of snow. Oh well. Got my snowblower all fixed up, so it should be ready to go. How many more years I'll be able to push that thing around. Buttercups. No, those aren't buttercups. I forgot, what are they called? Ones with the brown centers. They're pretty flowers anyway, I forget. Somebody will tell me. I used to remember the name of all them flowers, you know, then I don't know, my mind sometimes doesn't work just the way I want it to for some reason. Especially when you see somebody and you know them and you sit there and you're going, you know, what's his name? Then the next day it pops into my head and I say, oh yeah, his name was Joe. Joe Blow. Made it go. Nice brown house here is where my grandmother was born. Her mother and her mother before her. There's no barn up behind it. Ain't that a pretty old farmhouse? Yeah. My mother was an Emery, or my grandmother, I mean, and so I'm related to all the Emerys. The Emerys married into the Bradleys, so ended up with all them Irishmen. My family on my father's side came from Tyrone County, Northern Ireland. They left there during that, I don't know, phantom they had over there. There was 3 brothers and 1 sister all left together. They went to Ellis Island, and that was in the 1800s, and they ended up in Morris Forks, New York, then into Vermont. Now on my mother's side, they came over from that same area, but earlier in the 1700s, 1740 was one of the graves from one of my great-grandfathers, great-great-great-great-grandfather, buried in Hyde Park. So they've been here quite some time. Her maiden name was Boyce. A lot of those names change, you know, from their original countries. When they came here, they either got letters left out or things added to them, so it could have been something else when they were over there. So peaceful up here on this mountain. That's why I never hurry too much. I don't have to be in Burlington till 11, so I still got plenty of time.